Let's welcome our featured guest of the morning to talk about this. John O'Connell is Chief Executive Officer at Davis Rea, and he's our featured guest this morning. John, thanks a lot for coming in.
My pleasure.
What do you mean? You're chuckling, and you chuckled through the course of that report.
It should have been a commercial for buying gold.
Yeah.
I mean, a very impressive piece of production quality. You know, look, I've been in the business for about 40 years, and the price of gold is up about 3x since that point in time.
Right.
So, you know, people have been talking about gold forever. And, you know, you could have bought a really valuable painting and done significantly better. There's all kinds of places to put your money that you can ultimately exchange it for something else, whether it's dollars, gold, platinum, diamonds, oil, all kinds of things. And people oftentimes attach a reason for something going up because something else is going on, and they have this kind of causality of what's going on. You know, I think investors have to remember that it's a fairly small market. The amount of gold out there is fairly limited, which is one of the features or attributes of it. The same argument works for Bitcoin, for example, which you could really say, you know, gold's been a bit of a piker compared to Bitcoin or, you know, Trump coins or whatever else is floating around out there these days. I just don't. I don't think investors should get overly carried away with it. Some people say you should have a certain amount of your portfolio invested in gold. I suppose so. Some people say you should have, you know, 5% of your portfolio in cash at all times too.
Right.
They can be at certain periods of time they can be great investments, and other periods of time they can be lousy investments.
It sounds like you do not invest in gold on behalf of your clients.
No, you know, it's funny. A long time ago, when I was a stockbroker, this guy, I was prospecting him, and his house was up in north of the city, and I went to visit him, and he said, "Now, don't ever try to sell me a gold stock because it's a hole in the ground in which a liar sits on top of it." No, it's too volatile. I can't really value it. I can't figure out what it is. You buy it because somebody hopes someone's going to pay you a higher price for it, or it's a disaster. You know, I look at things that generate cash flows, businesses that I can understand. You know, in this time of uncertainty, when people are talking about tariffs and those kinds of things, I look at a business and say, well, what role does tariffs have in Google's cash flows? Yeah. Nothing. And is Google going to go away anytime soon? No. So I look for things that are durable, that I can value, that have cash flows. Cash flows allow you to discount them to what the present value of that business is.
You could look at a gold miner in the same way, could you not? It's not unduly complex to look at the business of a gold miner.
You can, for sure. You can say, okay, there's this much gold in the ground. And it's going to cost you this much money to get it out of the ground. That's the marginal cost of gold. And then you can say, well, the price of gold is going to be, I don't know. So when you're making your decisions to produce gold, hire people, buy bulldozers and diggers and all that kind of stuff, you've got to look at this highly uncertain outcome of what your return's going to be when you sell it. So it's like oil. I mean, they're incredibly smart people in the oil and gas business. And by the time you buy a piece of land, get a permit, and drill a hole in the ground, and you've made your assumptions, your budget for this year to spend $1 billion on oil, if the price of oil is $60 or $80, that's a massive difference in terms of the profitability of the business. So it's just a highly variable business to invest in, because you don't know what the price is that you're going to be selling something. I've always said, you know, if the Chinese wanted to buy a bunch of gold, why don't they just buy Barrick, shut the operations down, leave the gold in the ground? You know it's there, instead of paying money to keep it in the vaults. It's just a different concept.
That's John O'Connell on the big rally in gold. He's